Hello there. How are you all today? This is Dee Yarrison of You Are Made New. I want to talk about something that's come up many times today. I always figure when something comes into my view more than 2 or 3 times in a day, I'm probably supposed to share it. So I've had a couple of coaching calls today and actually yesterday as well that followed the same theme. And the theme is learning to be in right relationship with ourselves. So learning to love myself, accept myself, and be compassionate towards myself. I had 2 calls today where that was the theme of the whole call, where we were looking at something happening in our external life, something I wanted or needed from someone else in, acceptance, love, support. And where we always end up going is anytime we're seeing anything out here that I want that, I need that to happen more in my relationship, we need to just turn that right around and say, how is that showing up in my relationship with me? So if I'm feeling like I'm not getting the acceptance that I need of a colleague, where am I not fully accepting myself? If I'm not receiving the love and support I need or I want from my husband or a key person in my life, where am I not being in loving, supportive relationship with myself? So this has been the theme. And then I got an email from the Henri Nouwen Society today. Their daily meditations are just awesome. And this one was titled Claiming the Sacredness of Our Being. And it starts, are we friends with ourselves? Do we love who we are? These are important questions because we cannot develop good friendships with others unless we have befriended ourselves. How then do we befriend ourselves? We have to start by acknowledging the truth of ourselves. We are beautiful, but also limited, rich, but also poor, generous, but also worried about our security. Yet beyond all that, we are people with souls, sparks of the divine. And then he goes on to say, which is one of the themes in Nouwen's work, is the truth of who we are is beloved of God, secure in Christ, free in Christ. So the truth of everything we seek out here in our relationships comes to us from the Lord. But I just wanted to comment today again on that idea that it's so, so, so important for us to be in loving, supportive relationships with ourselves. Everywhere I go in my life, I take along 2 relationships. I take along my relationship with the Lord, and I take along my relationship with me. So everywhere I go, there I am. Do I want to be journeying along with someone who is negative, always, in my ear about what I didn't do or how I'm not measuring up? Or do I want to be partnering with and journeying along with someone who is a good companion, a friend, who cares about me and loves me? Right? And so we need to give this gift to ourselves. So important. And truly, it does flow out. The way I am with me, the way I feel about me, flows out into all my external relationships. And so what I wanted to offer today was, okay, how do we do that? Sometimes when the subject comes up in coaching, the person will say, well, I don't know. I never thought about having a relationship with me. I'm just, I'm me, So one of the first things we do, a good place to start, is to separate yourself as an I and a you. I see myself as I say I did this and I did that, but everybody else sees me as a you, as a separate person. You did this, you went there, you said that. So as we start to recognize that, yeah, I'm me, but I'm also a you, I'm also a person, a separate human being. That's really important to begin to acknowledge myself as a person. This is an exercise that I want to offer, that I want to ask everyone to try, to just experiment and play with it. When you see someone in the morning, when you greet your husband, your children, you probably say, good morning. Do you greet yourself with a good morning? Probably not. So I just want to ask you to do that. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, or tonight before you go to bed, look in the mirror, and if it was me, I look in the mirror and I say, good morning, Dee. I'm here with you today. I see you. Just those simple acknowledgments from ourselves really hit a core need that we all have. And so the assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to greet yourself each morning with a good morning, insert your own first name, and maybe even a dialogue. How are you today? I'm going to be here with you all day. This is an important one. What words would you like to hear from me today? How can I support you? And what words would you prefer not to hear from me today? You know, if we all know we have habits of saying things to ourselves that are unkind or critical. So it's really kind of a beautiful thing to play with, to just have a conversation with yourself in the morning and say, you know what, today I'm going to be intentional to not tell you that you should have done more. You should have worked harder. You know, I don't want to hear that today. It would really help me a lot if I didn't say that today, right? One more thing I want to say about Henri Nouwen. His book, Life of the Beloved, is so amazing and important. We use this book in our coaching circles. Everyone gets a copy. We read it together and talk about the things in there. It touches very deeply into the core of who we are. Beloved of God. So my prayer for you today, and for all of us, myself included today, is that we will take another step on the journey of befriending ourselves, of being in support of ourselves, seeing ourselves more clearly as the Lord sees us. Could we really consider ourselves as beloved? Because we are. So beloved, I wish you a most blessed day.